I've had the opportunity to meet some of you, maybe not all of you, last year when I had come. This gathering today here is for women empowerment. Women empowerment comes with knowledge, with education, with awareness of what their rights are. To live in our country as an individual, as a human being, the fundamental right to live with respect. That is what women empowerment is. It is so important to understand that it is not feminist or not being a crusader against men is what women empowerment is. That is not the situation. There is a company called India Spend, which is a non-profitable organization, which is an analytical company based on public interest. According to that company, their analysis, it shows that there are about 370 million people living in the 3 states of UP, Bihar and Rajasthan. Out of them, with 370 million people is actually the population of UK and USA together. So can you imagine the amount of human populace that are there in these 3 states? In these 3 states alone are known to be totally women insensitive as in compared to the rest of India, according to this analysis, which is a non-profitable organization based only on public interest. There are also 20 lakh girls that are wed before the age of 19. Can you imagine what it is to be married without even knowing what you want, without having completing your education, without even knowing what your rights are, without even knowing what is it that you want in life? Yes, पुराने ज़माने में ये बात थी जहाँ पर औरतों का काम सिर्फ घर के 4 दीवारी में होता था, but those times were medieval times. There were also times where it was the process of hunting for food outside while the women looked after their kids in caves. We are in a society where we educate our children, boys and girls together. And education shows us vision for tomorrow, vision to look forward and see the world. हाँ, भगवान ने औरत को भगवान के इतने करीब बनाया था, जैसे मैंने पिछली बार कहा था, we are next to God because we are creators of another human life and we are responsible for them. And I give more importance to us. Yes, I do. लेकिन एक महिला और एक पुरुष जब साथ में रहते हैं तब सोसाइटी होती है और ये सोसाइटी को साथ में रहना सीखना चाहिए. I'm sorry to say, I go a little bit against what you said, Masudi ji, that when we're talking about societies, 900 people who are law-abiding citizens, and we are talking about 100 of them that are not law-abiding, let me tell you, that is the statistics today. That is the statistics that there are more law-abiding people, but those 100 people who go against the law are the ones that terrorize those 900 people, and that is why we have to put them behind bars. That is why law enforcement has to be done. That is why we need for justice. The whole idea of society making the judiciary system, making the police system making laws for the country is so that the rest of the people get protected. अगर हर कोई तलवार लेके खड़ा हो जाए कि नहीं आप ऐसा नहीं कर सकते, that isn't society. We are an educated society. We need to have a system in place, and we've got a system in place where there's a law book, there's a constitution, there are police, lawyers, doctors. There are all these people who are helping to make the society one. I think what really matters, which is something that I said even last time, that we as individuals bring up our children with the same value system. What goes for the boy goes for the girl. There is no education that you say is only required for a man and which is not empowered for a girl. My son knows how to cook and my daughter can drive a car. That doesn't mean that it makes her lesser of a woman or makes him lesser of a man. No. It is how they empower one another. It's very easy to say, why can't the girl, child or a woman stay at home and look after her home, and why can't she be a homemaker? मैं ये कह दूं कि आज के ज़माने में इतनी सारी गरीबी है कि अगर दो जन काम करे एक ही फैमिली में तब जाके घर चलता है, क्योंकि हर एक जन को उतना इनकम चाहिए घर चलाने के लिए. So it is good that a woman decides to go and earn money, to run a family, to give better education to her children, to make it possible for life to be progressive. It is up to the man in the household to give that support to her, to give that support to his wife, to his sister, to his daughter, to empower them, to make them better human beings, to make them better individuals, give them the strength. The strength comes through love, the strength comes through security, the strength comes with togetherness. I think it's very important to understand that when we talk about the state of UP, which has got so much of population, the problem begins there. The problem begins with these girls getting married at the age of 19, where they do not understand where to stop, and the need for having a man child, a boy child in the family. The man keeps on making his wife pregnant till they get a boy. Do you understand how much of population goes on because of this? There are girl children who do not even see the light of the day. There is females who are feticide. And then there are children who are married off early क्योंकि माँ बाप सोचते हैं अरे ये क्या कमाएगी, ये क्या घर चलाएगी, we want to get rid of this burden, उसका शादी कर लो, तो हमारी जान छूटे. When she goes into that family, she's faced with another problem. क्योंकि उस घर में बहू आई है सिर्फ इस वजह से कि वो घर का चिराग पैदा कर सके. तो जब तक वो चिराग पैदा नहीं करती, वो माँ बनती जाती है, बनती जाती है, बनती जाती है, and the rate of the women's mortality rate is almost 29%. It's ridiculous. It's for us to understand as educated human beings that a woman's body is not developed to bear children at the age of 19. No. Not ready for that. It is important for us to teach this, to educate this to people in the villages, to make them understand, to give them the power, the security that their girl child will be looked upon nicely, will be well taken care of, so that the child doesn't suffer. It is so important to give that protection, and that is what I hope Run Samar does. Give legal protection to those families living in those small villages outside who don't have a voice, who cannot open their mouths to say more. Recently there was this film, Article 15. I don't know how many of you have seen it. देखा किसी ने Article 15? Please raise your hands. बहुत कम लोगों ने देखा है. बाकी प्लीज जाके देखिए वो. You know, it's wonderful that the police department is doing everything that they can, and I'm sure they are. But even within the system, there are lots of people who look down upon women. And look down upon women not because they are from the police department, but they are in the place of power, where they can treat women as a commodity, where they can treat her as they wish and they can put her down. Is that how your mother brought you up? That is what we have to teach. And we as mothers have to teach our children that that is not how you treat another woman, not how you treat another human being. अब ऐसा बर्ताव किसी के साथ भी नहीं कर सकते हो. And we are given that provision by the Constitution of India, where we all stay together as citizens. And I hope that Ransamar takes this forward, because it is so important. Even if it manages to create awareness, these young lawyers are coming over here and they will take these cases forward, and I'm sure, I hope there are 8 of them right now? 8 of them, right? Okay, so 8 of these have got a whole lot of responsibility. मैं हर किसी का नाम लेने वाली हूँ और मैं पूछने वाली हूँ कि कौन सा क्या केस लड़ रहे हैं. Because for nothing else, I want people to be aware of it and how much support we can garner from the public. आज आवाज उठी निर्भया के लिए. क्यों? क्योंकि पूरा देश उठा उसके लिए. Why can't this be for every woman who goes through this trauma, till our men learn that woman is not a commodity and she is an equal human being. I'm not a feminist. We are not better or greater in any respect, but we are humans. Just treat us as humans. Is that difficult? Well, I don't think there's anything more for me to say. Little bit of statistics, a little bit of heartfelt feeling. I am no feminist, लेकिन मुझे ये लगता है कि हर किसी को अपने बच्चों को ये सिखाना चाहिए कि हर एक दूसरा इंसान है. बस इंसानियत के नाते सही मायने से उसे ट्रीट कीजिए. नमस्कार एंड थैंक यू. आई एम सॉरी.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, वीडियो को लाइक और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करना न भूलें. धन्यवाद.